Good evening, guys. Tonight I'm gonna show you guys how I do my weekly water test um, for my koi pond. So I'm gonna go ahead and collect some water. It's important to have a very accurate level on these API test tubes. So we'll start with the nitrate. So it's very important to shake bottle number 2. Because if the bottles are left for a long period of time, there'll be some sediments here that needs to be kind of mixed up to put it back in solution. So I usually shake it a good 15 seconds and pretty vigorously. So go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So set that aside. And solution number 1, I shake that a little bit. And I usually squeeze out, sometimes there's a little bit of bubble that comes out and makes your first bubble inaccurate. So go ahead and put 10 drops of bottle number 1. Hang on, let me get some Kleenex. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I have these caps. If you have somebody that works in the lab, they're part of the blood test caps. They tend not to leak. Like the original caps that comes with these API test kits. So when I shake it, it doesn't make a mess and doesn't leak. And I usually shake it after the first bottle for 5 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is solution number 2. It's been shaken already. Take any potential bubbles out. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And I shake this vigorously for 15-20 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. And you wait 4 minutes for that to give results. What I usually do, and you can only do this for nitrate, is you can save each of these to sort of compare your nitrate levels, whether it's going up or going down, on a weekly basis, and the colors don't really deteriorate, not like your ammonia or your nitrite. So these are my last 3 weeks of test. They've been 0. And while we wait 4 minutes for that, I'm gonna go ahead and do a Tds meter. I like these meters. They don't need calibration at all, and they're pretty accurate, but it takes a while for the numbers to stabilize. So I'll wait. We'll keep it aside. It's getting a bit windy. Hopefully it's not affecting the sound. So just stick that in there. Right now it's showing 177. It can go up and down, but usually after about 4 or 5 minutes, it's stable. Next test is a high pH range. Again, squeeze the bottle out. Make sure there's no bubbles that'll come out with the first drop. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Shake that for 5 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Leave that for a minute. And next, we'll do a KH test. My KH is usually at 5 drops. So I normally just go ahead and put 4 drops all at once. take any bubbles out. So I'll do 4 drops at first. One, two, three, 4. Oh. Should be more careful. But I think that was 4 drops. And the 5th drop should turn yellow. Maybe not. So that's 5 drops. Six. That's 6 drops. That's weird. I know why. Duh. This is not my KH. This is my nitrate test. So, I'll start to do this over again. Nervous today. So put that away. And that's exactly why I have an extra test tube, in case I make stupid mistakes like that. So now we have the KH. One, two, three, 4. I'll just leave that there. Don't move. It's 4 drops. Five. There you go. It turns sort of yellow, but I'll consider that 5. Anything that turns the get rid of the blue color is good. So those are my weekly water tests. I don't normally check for ammonia or nitrite. I know it's very important, but I always get zeros, unless something fishy going on in the pond, like I got a spawn, and I do test ammonia and nitrite usually once a month, once every 2 months, just so that I don't waste the ammonia and the nitrite solution, or they don't expire. And TDS today is 174. I have to check my chart, but I think that's within the ballpark of what's normal for me. And the pH is sitting about 8.1. Anyways, let's look at the nitrate solution. And holy moly, I'm beginning to get a trace of nitrate. See that? It's compared to previous weeks, it's a little darker. And I thought I'd have zero nitrates for a while. The weather has been really warm these days, and maybe it's a time of season. I have to check back on previous years when I know around the same time last year, feeding around the same. I already have a nitrate between 4 and 5 ppm. So yeah, first time this year that I'm getting a trace of nitrates. Anyways, that's how I do my water test. Have a good evening, everybody.